Hello everyone and welcome back to Jasmine's Crazy Cat Tarot. Today we're looking in to the disappearance of Tanja Groen, who went missing near Maastricht, the Netherlands, on August 31st, 1993. Tanja was 18 at the time, and Tanja's disappearance has remained a mystery for over 30 years. So let's see if we can tap into the energy around Tanja and see if we can get any information. Thank you to Marlene for recommending the case. So, Tanja Groen, Tanja Groen, Tanja Groen. Can we please connect to your energy? Can you please show us what happened to you? So we'll get the factors around Tanja's disappearance. So let's give these a quick shuffle. We have the whip, an argument possibly, the ring, an argument when it comes to a lover or someone who felt rejected by her. Let's see. The energies and factors surrounding Tanja Groen's disappearance. We have the coffin, a death, endings, manipulation. We also have the dog. So this could be someone that Tanja considered a friend, someone who wanted or had her loyalty, and maybe there was an argument or something went wrong. Let's see. Can we get the energies surrounding the disappearance of Tanja Groen? Thank you. Endurance. Keep going. Okay. So this really could be someone she considered a friend. Another female could have some information. We also have a wonder voyage, crossing deep waters, pilgrimage, journey of the soul. I feel like this could resemble Tanja passing over to the other side, but something about deep waters. Okay, so factors around and surrounding the disappearance of Tanja Groen. Sudden wealth. 777 could be significant. Can I get one more? Community. So someone who maybe lived around her or knew her from the community, a family friend. Let's see. And change. Something about a vehicle, baggage in the vehicle, a man and a woman. Possibly even a child. Okay, so let's get into the true crime cards and see exactly what happened to Tanja Groen. So, spirit, angels, ancestors, can we please tune into the energy of Tanja Groen? What happened to Tanja Groen? Beach. So water could definitely be significant. Organized crime. Was someone watching and kind of taking note of her routine or a route, her route of some sort? Tanja Groen. What happened to Tanja Groen? Alive. What happened to Tanja Groen? Please and thank you. What happened to Tanja Groen? So we're getting some conflicting information here. We also have a celebrity. Is this someone who considered themselves a local celebrity or someone who has been in the media? Okay, let's see. A grandparent. So someone's grandparents could have information, something maybe to do with Tanya's grandparents either. Motel, hotel, wooded area, travel, a male watching in the distance, a hidden male, kind of watching in the bushes, a meeting. Was this an organization that involved people young and old. I'm getting maybe trafficking energy or rituals in the woods. Child, yeah. Because I was wondering why this child was here. So there could be something to do with that, a pregnancy. Or there's someone who was a child at the time of Tanya's disappearance who has information that they could bring forward now. There's some sort of organization and it goes near and far and wide is what I'm getting. So I feel like Tanya was brought maybe somewhere alive, a meeting place, and if something went wrong and she died, I do feel like she was brought to, hidden, disposed of in an isolated spot. But this is giving more than one person knows about what happened. So let's ask the tarot, why did this happen to Tanya? Because there's no real clear motive or reason. So let's see if we can establish that. Tanja Groen, why did this happen to Tanja Groen? Please and thank you. Ten of Pentacles. This could be someone who comes from family and generational wealth. And someone who is used to getting their way, but they're a joker, a jokester. Okay, so a trickery of some sort, Knight of Swords. Someone who wanted to be brave and someone who wanted recognition for that. And someone who thought their wealth or family wealth could be impressive. Okay, so let's see. Whoa, this nearly fell over. So someone wants to keep an organization together in order. Yeah, instead of giving to charity, this organization takes. This is giving sex trafficking energy. So Tanja Groen, why did this happen? Why did this happen to Tanja Groen? Why did this happen to Tanja Groen? We'll get the how and hopefully the who. And one more. Okay, thank you, Spirit. That flipped. So something about flipping something, a perspective. Nine of Swords, sleepless nights. Was someone having sleepless nights? Okay, so this is the Chariot in reverse. So if this is clarifying alive, to me this is saying that Tanya has passed, but she was kept alive until there was no other choice. And I feel like if this was trafficking, there were trafficking of all kinds going on. The Ace of Wands, yeah. Sex trafficking. We also have the Ten of Pentacles again, family wealth. This could be in the family, the Empress in reverse. So a woman who is not a girl's girl, someone in their toxic femininity. And we also have the Six of Pentacles in reverse, stuck, stalemate, unwanted proposals, unaccepted offers, and a lack of empathy. And this is literally representing the voyage to the other side. So yeah, I feel like maybe something happened and maybe it didn't happen instantly. She could have been brought somewhere to her demise, but yeah, this really is giving some sort of organization. Okay, so let's ask the true emotions. How did this happen? How did this happen to Tanya? Legal matters? Is there corruption? And praying, faith, healing. Okay. How did this happen to Tanya? How did this happen to Tanya? What was the reason for Tanya being targeted? Secret accounts. So in 1993, We also have twin flames. Yeah. Someone was passionate about Tanja. So with the secret accounts, spiritual gift, someone saw something very special in Tanja. And they wanted to take this. This person could be a thug, someone who's been in trouble with the law, a thief, someone who steals things. This could be a rapist, romance. But it could be someone who was interested in Tanja, who wanted a relationship with her, and she rejected or rebuffed their offer. And it's like this is them praying for forgiveness, but their guilty conscience keeps them up at night. There was a choice, a stalemate. They made a bad choice and took the wrong action, disloyalty. So someone seen something or someone as disloyal, and they were angry about this. I do feel like they may have been in the media before for being a thug, for being a criminal. But let's get a little bit more. We'll ask the Angel Tarot. Who did this to Tanja? Whoa, that wants to pop out. The King of Cups and the Fool. A fool in love is what I'm getting. Who did this to Tanja Groen? Who did this to Tanja Groen? One more. The Nine of Wands in reverse. And the Six of Swords. So someone who can't move on from the past. Justice, they're scared that justice will come or karma will get them. The King of Pentacles in reverse. Someone who was broke. So a thief, a fraudster with money. They could have been caught for these things. The Hermit. So this could represent the truth coming out. But someone who was in touch with their lower side, their lower frequency, rather than their godly side. This is someone unholy. The Seven of Swords in reverse. So a lack of awareness. I feel like someone could have caught Tanja unawares, caught her unexpectedly. Their ego was bruised with the Emperor in reverse and the Fool. They were hoping for a new beginning or something to go their way. And when it didn't, it's like it unlocked their dark side. But this person runs on their ego. Okay, so Tanja, what else do we need to know about your disappearance? What else do we need to know about your disappearance, Tanja? There's a challenge. Whoa. What else do we need to know about Tanja Groen's disappearance? Okay. Despair. So something about a car, someone pulling up in a car and possibly taking Tanja unawares. And look, I feel like there was a child who witnessed something about a fence, a dog, a hat, and a car. So fun. But this kid looks very surprised. So I definitely think Tanja was caught unawares. And someone crept up on her who was maybe watching already. Yeah, look. And the consequence. Tanja wasn't aware. Unity. This could be two people who work together. They're loyal like a dog, part of an organization, waiting. Someone was watching and waiting when it comes to Tanja. We also have family. So is this someone who was a family friend, possibly even a family member? Something about the color green, a fireplace, a train station could be close by. This is horseshoe, good luck. But something about behind Tanya's back and stumbling over something. But she was caught unawares by someone or something. A drawing. Okay. So, do we have... Let me just get 3 of these for Tanja. I haven't used these in a long time. So, Tanja Groen, can you give us 3 closing messages, please, and thank you. We have an affair in reverse. Yeah, so I feel like this was someone who was either rejected, knew they didn't have a chance with Tanja. To me, this is telling me that it's possibly someone else's grandparents that have information, not Tanya's. Hidden forces, a liar and a thief. They usually go hand in hand. Guilty conscience. So it's like someone doesn't have a guilty conscience, but someone else does. I feel like there was at least 2 men involved in what happened to Tanja, and water hills could be significant. I do feel like they brought her somewhere isolated. And yeah, I do feel like justice may come, and that's what has someone worried and up at night rather than feeling bad for what they did, because maybe this person or these people, plural, have no conscience at all. So let's ask the dictionary for some closing messages for Tanja Groen. Closing messages for Tanja Groen. Okay, so with the J popping up, this is saying that this person could be a jack of all trades. Tanja is saying they're a jackass. Someone who speaks very quickly, jabbing, a quick action or movement. So we have kerosene, that could be significant, a falcon or a hawk. We have a ketch, a fishing vessel, ketchup, so something about fishing, a kettle drum, that could be significant, a copper drum, a key, a kick, someone got a kick out of watching, a secret police, Soviet, someone was secretly watching, keyhole surgery, kick, kill, kidney, kidnap. So I do feel like Tanja was kidnapped and killed. Kind. Maybe she was kind enough to talk to them and they took her unawares. Maybe they were asking for directions. Kindred, kinematics, kinetics. King, someone who thinks they're a king. Kiss. They could have asked her for a kiss. Kipper, another fish. A kink. Someone has a kink when it comes to watching. Kingfisher, kingpin. So someone is the chief and someone else is the follower. But there are more than 1 or 2 people involved. Kin, family and relations. So this really could be someone who is in Tanja's family or a family friend. Kitten, a seagull. Kiwi, kiwi fruit. Kleenex, kleptomania. Yeah, so a stealer, a thief, a knack. Someone has a knack for getting away with crimes. A dealer in worn out horses for slaughter. Someone could work with horses. Okay, insipid, lacking flavour, dull, insist. I insist. Someone was demanding something urgently. In situ, in the correct place. As far as, insolent, insomnia. So yeah, maybe the 9 of Swords was someone's insomnia rather than a guilty conscience. Indifferent. Yeah, they're indifferent about what they've done. Inspect, inspire, installment, instance, instrumental. Yeah, so this was thought out. Institute, instinct. Someone was acting like an animal. Insulate, someone was insufficient. Insubordinate, rebellious, disobedient. Intake, intact. Insurrection, armed. Someone could have been armed. Insure, insuperable, not to be overcome or surmounted. Insult, insulin. Someone could have diabetes. Intangible, anything complete, entire. Intelligence. Someone could have inside intelligence. Intend, they know what they intended to do. Very intense. Interactive, they could have interacted kindly at first with Tanja and then took her unawares because their intent was animal-like. We also have intercede, plead for. Okay, maybe it was someone who was pretending to plead for Tanja, among other things. Intercept, hinder, and prevent. Someone wanted to prevent and intercept the investigation and burning up. Interchange, there could have been an exchange with money, trafficking. Intercity, providing fast transport between cities. So she could have even been transported to another city for trafficking purposes. Intercommunicate, so there are many people who communicate. Intercourse, yeah. Sex trafficking. Interdependent, so more than one person. Interdict, prohibition. Exclusion, religious sites, so okay, interesting. Something about a religious site, a graveyard, church, ritual, magic, interest, a concerning interest, but someone smart. Interface, a point where two systems meet. And interconnect, interfere. Someone is interfering. We have interferon, protein in body that inhibits viruses. So someone could have had viruses. And instep, so upper surface of the foot in front of the ankle. Okay. So I just want to finally get some messages from this deck here, just to see if we can get any imagery as to where Tanja is. So Tanja, can you give us some hints about where you are before we close out today's reading? Thank you for connecting with us and giving us the information here today. So Tanja, what can you show us or tell us in regards to your current location? We have delete. Something could have been deleted, the gamer. So something about a gamer or playing the game. A pimp. Okay, Tanja, can you give us some clues about your current location, your whereabouts? Your current location, Tanja Groen. Current location for Tanja Groen. One more before we go. Thank you. Okay. So we do have the festival goer in reverse. So something about an isolated place. We have children. So to me, this is giving trafficking energy. And something could have been transported in luggage, in a bag. Tanya's body. Something about money, trafficking, the LARPer. This is dressing up and role play, but making role play into a reality. So it's giving fetishes again. And yeah, a delivery. This is giving motel energy, delivering of items like parcels, packages, and delete. So what I can gather from this is there was some sort of a trafficking ring, and I do feel like Tanja's remains were put into either a bag or a box, transported somewhere isolated, where someone is hoping, or more than one person is hoping, she will never be found. And maybe this person has deleted themselves off the map, but they've certainly deleted her off the map. But I do feel like justice still may come around after all these years. Judgment in reverse. The judgment call, the wake-up call is coming. But this is showing us that Tanja didn't see what was waiting for her. But the justice always has a way of going back to rights, even when it's been wrong for a long time. Two rights don't make a wrong. And I'm hearing an eye for an eye leaves everyone blind. So I do feel like someone saw something and there's still time yet for them to come and talk, especially if the price is right. So thank you so much for being here. Let me know down below what you make of these cards, what you think yourself in regards to this case. And I hope to see and connect with you all again in the next one. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Your support is ever appreciated. And I hope to see and connect with you all in the next one. Until then, goodbye and God bless.